Hey, Vsauce, Justin here. The remotest inhabited island in the world is Tristan da Cunha, right in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, 1,500 miles from the nearest continent, Africa. The population is a mere 302 people. On the other hand, Antarctica is the most remote continent with 0 permanent residents and around 1 to 5,000 people living in research facilities around the year. Of course, that's one definition of remote. What about the object that's more relevant to today's society? The remote control. How does a remote work? Every remote has batteries in them, usually two 1.5 volt AAA batteries. You see, batteries have 3 parts: an anode, cathode, and an electrolyte. An anode has more electrons than the cathode, but the electrons want to make every side of the battery equal. They can't go through the electrolyte, so they go through the wire, connecting the positive and negative sides and powering the remote. This is all interesting, but how does your remote send a signal to your TV? Have you ever seen a bulb at the end of your remote, but whenever you press it, it doesn't light up? It must be broken. Or it's sending invisible light, light that cannot be perceived by the human eye. Infrared light is right next to visible light on the light spectrum. The wavelength of visible light is 400 to 700 nanometers with a frequency of about 430 terahertz. Opposingly, infrared light wavelengths are 1000 nanometers to about 100,000 nanometers. This means we can't see the light coming from our controllers, but some snakes can. Pit vipers are known to be able to sense infrared light with their face. Another thing that can sense infrared light? Your TV. Your TV has a sensor on it that receives signals from your remote. And if someone were to stand in front of you while you were trying to change the channel, well, that wouldn't work because it couldn't see the light. Your remote sends signals to your TV consisting of a set of 1s and 0s in binary code. Each button you press sends the TV a different code telling it whether to change the channel or raise or lower the volume. But a remote is useless without a TV. How do TVs work? The television was invented in 1927 and ever since has been a staple of American homes. TVs used to be big boxes and have more recently become thinner with an LCD screen. The newest type of TV is the OLED, standing for Organic Light Emitting Diode. These screens are thinner and lighter, just to name a few improvements. I like the way HowStuffWorks.com explains it. OLEDs don't have a backlight like LCDs, meaning you can turn off each individual pixel, allowing for true black in your images. OLED pixels have 4 parts: an anode, cathode, conductive layer, and an emissive layer. As electricity flows to the cathode, it begins to have more electrons than the anode. This creates an electron imbalance, pushing the electrons from the conductive layer to the emissive layer. When the electrons bind with the emissive layer, they create light. OLEDs are bringing about new possibilities in TVs. For example, on May 19th, 2015, LG announced a new TV that was flexible and about as flat as a credit card. We are always improving and creating new technology. As humans, our need to create is noticeable at the very least, which begs the question, why do we create? Why are we creative in the midst of a planet full of essentially dumb animals? As Sir Isaac Newton put it, this most beautiful system of the sun, planets, and comets could only proceed from the counsel and dominion of an intelligent being. The people on the remote island of Tristan da Cunha may feel unreachable and unsupported, but they're not, and neither are we. And as always, thanks for watching.